Imagine landing in Lisbon, renting a great apartment, signing a contract, and then getting a call months later from Finanças saying you're a Portuguese tax resident, all because one day, one invoice, or one registration was timed incorrectly. That single miscounted day can change your tax life and cost you years of benefits like the non-habitual resident regime. This episode is a focused, practical plan to stop that from happening.
Promise and agenda. In the next 9 minutes, you'll get a 4-step relocation day blueprint, ready-to-use scripts for landlords, banks, and employers, a 24-hour checklist you can implement now, and one real nomad mistake to avoid. After this, you'll know which days to protect, what receipts to delay or accelerate, and how to document your move so you don't accidentally trigger residency.
Section 1. Quick legal primer and the 4-step relocation day blueprint. First, the essentials in practical non-legal language. Portuguese tax residency commonly follows two concepts, the 183-day count and the Center of Vital Interests, or Center of Life test. If you spend more than 183 days in Portugal in a calendar year, you're generally considered resident. Separately, if your main personal or economic ties move to Portugal, for example, a permanent home, dependent family, or the bulk of your business management, Finanças can find your center of life here even if you avoid the 183-day mark. The non-habitual resident regime requires careful timing. You want your first Portuguese tax year to be aligned with NHR start conditions, so document everything around your move day. Remember, I'm sharing practical guidance. Consult a Portuguese tax professional for binding advice.
Now, the 4-step relocation day blueprint you can apply immediately. Step 1. Final foreign income timing. Schedule your last foreign paid invoices and receipts so their payment date falls before your planned move, or sufficiently after you've established tax residency, depending on your NHR goals. If you want to avoid being taxed in Portugal this year, don't receive large foreign income payments dated after your arrival day that would evidence economic ties. If you need cash, consider splitting invoices or deferring receipt by a few days. Step 2. Bank flows and invoice dating. Use clear timestamps. When you invoice, ensure the invoice date and payment date match your intended tax timing. For transfers, keep screenshots and transaction IDs. If possible, receive final foreign payments to your foreign account and only move funds after you secure clear documentation. Step 3. Temporary registrations versus permanent registrations. Don't prematurely register a permanent address, the kind that looks like a long-term lease or utility account, before you are ready. Use short-term rental confirmations and stamped hotel or Airbnb receipts to document temporary presence without establishing a permanent household. Use a temporary contract or a written short-term lease dated clearly. Step 4. Calendar evidence and photo log. Build a simple evidentiary log. Calendar entries showing travel dates, boarding passes, passport stamps or entry-exit screenshots, photo timestamps of you in the apartment, and signed short-term rental receipts. Save email threads with landlords and any appointment confirmations with local services. These items are low effort and high impact when a residency question arises.
Section 2. Habits, appearance, and communication tie-ins. Moving day is chaotic. Small routines protect your clarity. Habit tip 1. The 30-minute morning prep. On your move day, spend the first 30 minutes on a simple energy routine: water, sunlight, brief movement, and grooming. When you look and feel composed, you'll handle registrations and bank visits more confidently. Grooming cue. Neat, business casual clothing and a quick shave or tidy beard sends competence to public officials and landlords. Communication scripts. Use short, explicit messages. For landlords, hello Anna, I'll arrive on 2026-06-15 and need a short-term lease from 2026-06-15 to 2026-07-15. Can you provide a signed receipt on arrival? Thanks, Mateus. For banks, hello, I'm opening an account and need document guidance. I arrive 2026-06-15. What documents do you need to open a non-resident account first, and what steps convert to resident status? For employers or clients, please schedule the final foreign payment with invoice date of 2026-06-10 and transfer completion by 2026-06-12 to align with my planned relocation. These scripts reduce back and forth and preserve timing control. Section 2 continued. A quick psychological note. You will feel rushed. That's normal. Use one delegated assistant or a trusted friend to handle small tasks like booking appointments and capturing receipts. Delegation prevents missed evidence. And keep a single folder
digital and physical, for all move day documents, so you can produce a tidy packet if asked. Section 3. Real Nomad Example, Common Mistake, and the Immediate 24-Hour Action Checklist. Real case. A freelancer I worked with arrived in Portugal and, excited, signed a 12-month rental contract on arrival and had a large foreign client pay an invoice dated 2 days after arrival. That single rental contract plus the invoice created both center of life evidence and a late foreign income receipt. He lost the opportunity to start NHR cleanly that year and faced unexpected paperwork. The tiny change that would have saved him: use a 1-month lease with a dated receipt and request the client to post-date the payment or split it into 2 smaller payments before arrival.
Immediate 24-hour action checklist. Do these now. 1. Mark your arrival and departure travel days in a dedicated calendar and export a PDF copy. 2. Draft and send the 3 short scripts now: the landlord, the bank, the employer client. Use the exact wording I gave. 3. Reschedule or split any large foreign payments that would clear on or immediately after arrival. Either accelerate them to before arrival or push them a week later depending on your plan. 4. Prepare evidence, save boarding passes, take time-stamped photos of keys and accommodation on arrival, and request a signed short-term receipt from your landlord or host. 5. Create a 1-page PDF labeled Move Evidence with travel, receipts, and a dated notes section. Store it in the cloud and email a copy to yourself for time-stamped proof.
Risks and mitigations quickly. Risk 1. Misreading this as definitive legal advice. Mitigation. Consult a Portuguese tax lawyer for your personal situation. Risk 2. Bank or registry delays. Mitigation. Build buffer days and request tracked confirmations by email. Risk 3. Overwhelm on move day. Delegate. Follow the 24-hour checklist and prioritize calendar evidence and invoicing timing. These steps are low friction and high impact. Recap. Protect the critical days, control invoice and bank timing, favor temporary receipts over permanent registrations until you're ready, and build a simple photo and calendar log. Small habits like morning energy routines and tidy grooming for official meetings help you stay composed and reduce errors. One last practical pointer: label everything clearly. Time-stamped clarity beats complicated explanations later. CTA, if this episode helped you, take the next step with the Nomad Life Success module that includes full templates, editable invoice and email scripts, a downloadable 24-hour checklist, and one-on-one advising slots for timing-sensitive moves. Members get direct review of their planned move timeline, so you avoid the small mistakes that cause big tax problems. Sign up at nomadlifesuccess.com/Portugal to access the module. Portugal isn't just a destination, it's your optimized new beginning. That's your daily Portugal blueprint. Start applying one thing this week. Portugal rewards preparation. Optimize your life while you relocate. Small daily habits create big lifestyle wins. Build the foundation before you arrive.